begin, I usually open up with Reader's Theater. Have any of you used Reader's Theater in classrooms yet? Reader's Theater is nice because it is a really quick way to get the kids engaged in particular practices with both reading, obviously, discussing portions of the genre. And our writers' workshops are very much like they sound, that kids come in and they have to be workshopping with each other. So we gather the information, we nurture the information, we're starting to write, we're revising, and then sharing with the other students, and in a way to say, this is what my ideas are, this is what I put together. Some of them just read it out loud because they're great, some of them summarize, this is my plan, and then to give feedback to each other as to how that's a great idea, what I really like about that is this, and what else you should consider, or how are you going to do that? How is the alien going to lose his main item on Mars? The older kids, I always show them, oh no, it's completely out of my mind, but it's Dragnet. I show them just a quick clip. That's where it came from. They're familiar with that. That is something that's part of our iconic sound messages that they get on cartoons, and everybody gets the feeling that something's about to happen. And that's a big part of this play, so that when they read it, they get a feel for it. There are some that have multiple lines, so your better readers, or the ones that want to perform, or the ones that really want the parts to do that, but there's also group lines. There's one-line parts of this. I do it by pairs, or I do it by groups, just depending on how well your students work together. Sometimes you can do it with book buddies or older students as well. Assigning the parts, and then we just read them through. But what's nice about it is you don't have to have any preparation. When you read the book, you cover vocabulary type questions that are might be difficult, especially there's a lot of alliteration in here. So it's very amusing to them to see that. It's a great way you can pull out alliteration as a theme as well. You don't have to have costumes. You don't have to have sets. You just get everyone together. You pass these out. And generally, I have before we start going to this, I have kind of a 5-day project with a short script. How you would do it, how to. Day 1, day 2 kind of thing, to let them see it, talk about the author. I read the book, Margie Palatini's duck files, so they know what the story's about. We talk about predicting what might happen based on the characters, and it gives us a place to a launching pad.
Using media, film, television, and other resources to spark student interest in topics and themes. So that's another area that we can use, maybe a film that a student is interested in, and even some that they think they may not be interested in. You can interest them in. Students gravitate to this regardless to what subject. And I've done this in my English classes, etc. They love it. And then after you write it, sometimes as writers we have to memorize it, because I know when I write so much at one time that I do have to memorize my own lines after you pin it down. Ultimate goal is to make the writing connection. So after we discuss all the themes and we bring them out in the open, we discuss them, talk about them, etc. Ultimately, we want to make that writing connection. What is it that you're going to write?